Hey you, I'm the Queen of Shade. Welcome to the interview. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, oh, and hit my Cash App to support your favorite content creator. Now let's get to the interview. Mwah.
Let me tell you something. You're a bougie bitch and your mama is too. Said you're a bougie bitch and your mama is too. You're a bougie bitch and your mama is too. Said you're a bougie bitch and your mama is too.
Salutations, Dupos. This is your fabulous leader, the Queen of Shade, coming to you with another special presentation. Moving full speed ahead, getting to know amazing people from around the world, having them come to this opportunity or this platform and share their stories. It has been an amazing, amazing adventure and journey. Having said that, I have someone else that you need to meet. This person is an actor, a model, an entertainer. There's a lot to this young man. So we are going to get to know him because we already started talking before the camera came on. So I was like, hold it.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I would like to introduce you to SincereDiandre.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's up?
Hey, tell me where you are right now.
Right now, I just grabbed some lunch and it just worked out. Like, I just finished getting my hair cut and then grabbed some lunch and then I was like, oh shit, video call. So
Well, that's okay. So, how are you today? You said you grabbed lunch, so you're doing all right?
yeah, I'm good. I can't complain. I can't complain at all.
Yeah. So as I was saying before we got on camera, I'm like, I've seen you before. I've seen you before. I'm like, how do you want me to introduce you? Because your bio changed on Instagram, but I was like, no. There was way more up
Right,
there
right.
than
My manager tweaked my bio a little bit, just to put like my social media handles and my way to get in contact with me.
okay. So from your mouth, tell us who you are and what you do.
All right, so my name is SincereDiandre. Right now, I'm a model, aspiring model. Currently, aspiring actor, trying to get out here and acting as well. That's a little bit about me, what I do. Like,
So get this. And I said this to you. I said, weren't you on like a show or something like that? And you said, yes, I was on a web series. What web series were you on?
I was on a web series on YouTube called Let's Be Real a couple years back. LGBT web series.
Mhm.
Hella dope. So if you haven't checked it out, make sure y'all go check that out.
Let's be real. What was it about?
It was like more so like of on the fiction aspect. One person is the typical selling drugs, um, betrayal in friendships, jealousy, stuff like that.
Oh, okay. So it was one of them drama series.
Yeah, a little.
Little bit of drama.
Yeah,
So I can't wait. I can't wait to ask you this question because you're gonna. I think you might know this already about me. So, where are you from?
from Philadelphia.
Guess what?
And you from Philly?
Yes,
Oh man, what part of Philly?
I grew up. Well, get this. I grew up in Willow Grove. You'll know this. I grew up in Willow Grove, but my family we first initially started when I was a little boy in North Philadelphia,
Oh,
down by like Temple University. Talk about the 12th and Diamond type of area.
you from Diamond Street?
Yeah.
uh,
I still live in Philadelphia. I'm in the Northeast right now.
all right,
Yeah,
north in the building. Yeah,
yeah. So Philly, we know Philly.
yeah.
Tell me how challenging or how it has been trying to break into acting more, break into modeling more, coming from Philadelphia.
Just from not coming from Philadelphia, but when it's something that that's not your norm, and you start getting into it, it's very difficult. Like, cause now you got to come out your comfort zone, you got to come out your shell. The stuff how you normally act, you got to be like a little bit more hyper. Like I'm a real chill, laid back vibe. Like so, even when I'm super excited, my mellow vibe is like still the same. So getting out of that has been a little bit a difficult transition for me.
You know, it's kind of crazy because I was expecting you to say that because I remember when I first started 20 years ago in entertainment, Philly just wasn't the place.
Right.
I had to leave. I had to leave. I went to started trying to make it in New York, but then I ended up moving to Paris, France. And so I wanted to ask you to see if it's still kind of the same because I'm just gonna say this, like Philly doesn't get a lot of press or
Yeah.
rap with good rap when it is, when it comes to like those things.
And just like as far as like modeling, like I try to start off in Philadelphia, being as though like I show support to a lot of Philadelphia clothing brands and stuff like
Hmm.
show mad love, just still posting up in their clothes and stuff like that for like content. So when I'm reaching out to them and I'm like, are you looking for an ambassador? Like you don't really get that much like, oh yeah, like I'll bring you on and stuff like that. So it's not really like a support. Like I'm supporting you, but are you going to support me? You feel
Right,
me? Uh,
right. Well, here we are dispelling the myth because we're both from Philly and I'm helping you and you're helping me.
oh, for sure, for sure. You gotta show love all the time.
So tell me, where do you, since Philly isn't the ideal place, tell me, go ahead, talk to the waiter. You can talk to the waiter. I
No,
can
no, no. He good. He good. He good. I was
wait.
trying to make sure he didn't take my food.
Ah! Okay. So since Philly isn't the ideal place, my hair looks like this on purpose too. It's supposed to be wild. I didn't just
Wild,
want
wild, wet and wild.
yeah,
Give it.
I like wild. I like wild hair. I don't like it all together. I like to look like I done rolled around. I done been in a fight. I like that. So anyway, back to you. So seeing as though Philly isn't the ideal place to get in those things, I remember, because when I was 19, I turned 40 this month, this September. I turned 40 the end of the month. But I remember for modeling, I actually started at Barbizon, and that was out near Ardmore. So, on the main line. So where do you typically go to, express your craft? Like, do you New York, DC? Where do you go? Atlanta?
I be a little bit of everywhere.
Mhm.
As far as just like modeling, taking pictures, my manager, she the ones who take my pictures
Mhm.
and my content for me. So she'll just pick a location
Okay.
somewhere. That's where we go.
Okay. So that's for
Or
the
we'll
modeling.
yeah, or we'll just be driving around and we might see something that stand out and be like, "Yo, it'd be dope. I'm about to go take some pictures right here."
Yeah.
So that's really much it. Like I don't try to like do the same location. I try to find like different little spots and location because Philly got a lot of spots, like a lot of undercover spots that don't nobody really know about unless you like just walking around and you like,
Yep.
oh, let me check that out. So
Yep. Yep. Great, great photo shoot locations. So, like for your acting, do you find that you have to for auditions and things? Well, I know because of COVID, everybody's doing the over the internet. It's
for,
virtual auditions now. But I was gonna say, like, where are you auditioning more
uh,
so?
for that, more so been happening in like New York. Um, I've just recently did a casting for a dating show. So hopefully I get that, and I believe that's in California.
Okay.
So a little bit of everywhere. I know Atlanta. People been trying to get me to Atlanta. Just like other social media influencers, like that's in the comedy, like Flex. He been trying to get me to Atlanta to collab with him. So a little bit of everywhere. New York, Cali, Atlanta, like them, like the main spots. Right
It's not, and you know what I love because you're a working man, so it's difficult. It's difficult to plan around that, and what people need to understand. And I love that you're saying that. And the reason why I'm saying working is because with the arts, I've been in this thing 20 years, and you don't want to quit your main job to do, like they don't understand that. Now my nephews, they see because they work full time and they're like, oh, yeah. I'm like, look, I've been in this a long time, babe.
it's really like having two to three jobs. Like
Yeah.
um, especially with me, like I work my 9 to 5. I work my schedule is 2 to 10, 2 p.m.
Yeah.
to 10 every day. Like that's my set schedule. And if I do overtime, which I go in sometimes 6 in the morning till and I'm there till 10 at night, I don't really have a lot of time to like be on my phone and network and still post content every day. Like I don't be having it. Like I be trying to make it work though. Like
But you know what? I remember this, and I applaud you because honestly, a lot of a lot of artists today, they don't understand that. They think that these careers just happen or these people are just discovered and then their entire overhead is just magically taken care of. And that's not true. I
uh,
remember I was going to say before you say that I remember I had to work graveyard shift so that I could audition in New York that day. So I'd work 12 to like 6 or 8 in the morning and then be on the Greyhound or the China bus down there in Chinatown to go, down there by the gallery.
yeah,
And to go to New York. Like it ran me ragged, child. I'm glad I don't have to do that no more. I'm glad I don't have to do that no more.
actually trying to get on overnight because a lot of stuff be during the day and then be like I don't have the time. So
Right.
like I can take off, but I only got a certain amount of time to take off. So for the year, so I gotta use my time wisely.
Nicely. Yeah.
So it's finding a balance.
Yeah, and I would definitely suggest overnight because it just, yeah, it makes it a lot easier because you're right. All the stuff that happens during the day. I keep telling, like I used to tell people all the time. I used to, I traveled with a group at that time. I was a lot more serious than they were, but they always wanted to, oh, well, such and such is throwing a party at this club and we could go meet them and talk to them. And I would never go to the clubs. I would never go out at night. Even when I was in Paris, I met all of these beautiful designers and young kids from Germany and Italy, and they had come to Paris to kind of make it, and they were going to the clubs and the parties at night thrown by industry insiders. And I would always take my tail back to the flat. And they would be like, "Oh, we missed you last night. We didn't see you last night." And I said it back in 2005, and I say it today. I would tell them, "Sweetheart, business deals aren't made in the club." I would tell them quick, like they get made in offices.
Unless I'm hosting or y'all paying me to be there, it's not there to be in there every weekend. Like
Hmm. That's not where a lucrative career is forged. You got to go sit down and bring your lawyer, and they're gonna bring their legal team, and y'all gonna hash out how much. Okay, we want to work with you, but this is how much we're prepared to offer you, and these are your residuals, and it's
and
crazy. So tell me,
not that, not just only that though, but it be like I know as far as modeling, certain companies, especially if they're not like high income or big brands like
yeah,
Nike and stuff like that, like they only willing to do like gift and collaboration. So if you don't know what a gift and collaboration is for us to share, we'll send you something for you to share this on your social media platform because we know you have the type of engagement and followers and stuff you're looking for. So you're not getting paid. You're getting free merch, but you're still not getting paid. So you still definitely got to make that money up somewhere that you're not getting from that.
let me
So
tell you something. I don't do those. They write me all the time. I don't do those because, like, hello, you gotta pay me. How I can't pay. Listen, okay, my room is crazy. All on this side, I got all women's clothing.
but
All on this side, I got all men's clothing. I got Nike, I got Adidas, I got Fila, I got Tim's. Listen, I got all that stuff and I bought it. So I can't use that stuff to pay my light bill, my electric bill, my rent. People used to say to me all the time, "Oh, make sure you keep your numbers up so that you can attract bigger brands." But for some reason, bigger brands don't like to offer us the money. It's us when our counterparts are actually being endorsed and being paid for those endorsements. It's crazy.
right. So like like the if y'all follow me on Instagram, y'all saw that I don't mean to jump around, but y'all saw that I was in Times Square and Savage Fenty underwear made by Rihanna.
Yeah.
I'm sponsored with Rihanna. I have no brand deals with Savage Fenty whatsoever. I did that because it was out of the box. Nobody's really trying to go in Times Square in their underwear. Like Times Square is always up, is always woke, is always lit. It's always people outside. So when I was at work the other day, my coworker see me and she seen the content. And she was like, "Yo, let me hold some. Like you got all the money." I'm like, "I don't have no." I'm where you at right now. Like we in the same place. Like we just punched the same clock. Like I don't have no money like that. So she was like, well, what you sponsored by Fendi? I'm like, no, I'm trying to get sponsored by them. So it's certain things I gotta do in order to like catch their attention. So it's certain stuff like that. Like it's crazy.
There was one guy years ago that he did make a name for himself by being in Times Square in his underwear called the Naked Cowboy. It was the naked. His name was the Naked Cowboy. Bear with him, people. He's eating. He's on his lunch break, so we're gonna let him eat too. No, I was just telling them what you're doing. So you go ahead and eat. I'll talk. I could do a lot of that. So, but yeah, there was a Naked Cowboy, and he launched a whole brand. It took him years, but he eventually got a deal and went on, and but he was this. I'm going to keep drawing attention to that because I've known so many young creatives, such as yourself, such as myself, who just could not get into the quote unquote money. Like they just would not let us into the quote unquote money. And, like we said, a lot of the stuff, even this, and I have no shame in saying that. I had to start this myself. I had to launch this myself. I had to put in my own money. I had to have investors and benefactors to back even this, myself. It's not a situation where someone said to me, oh, we want you to do this, this, that, and the other. And when I was offered podcasts and things like that, the money was, the money was funny. And then also, I'm the type of person where I need to own all of my content. I need to own everything.
Right.
Now, if you want to do a collaboration with me and we collaborate and you market it and I market it and we both benefit, then which is what I'm doing. Yeah. Go ahead. Say it again. Say it again. I missed it. Go ahead.
Oh, if you split it down the middle, like, okay, like 50-50 type situation, like.
Yeah, I agree. Like that. And that doesn't happen a lot for us. It happens for them. It doesn't happen for us. And then, and it's kind of crazy too, because like, I'm always looking at the longevity of my career. I'm always doing and making moves that are going to assure that I'm around for a long time. And, I got a lot of babies because I got a lot of babies right now. I've been showing them on my page for years and they're doing their own thing. And that makes it easy too, because they're doing their own thing. So they're making their own content. So I never run out of content because they're always, creating. But, they're getting into television now and they're getting on, certain networks and things like that. But they're getting on networks and they're fighting. They're showing themselves being wild, and that's what the show requires, like that's what the show is asking for. See, I need people to understand that, like, this is entertainment. They got hired to do what they're doing. This is what the show hired them for, but it doesn't help them to their next job. You see, it doesn't help them, when they need to have, like, I'll say, a more serious or dramatic role. I love telling this story. Shamar Moore, one of the greatest actors and models of our time, he talked about how he's from Denmark and he's over here now. And I mean, we know him. We know him for, a lot of Criminal Minds. We know him from, the soap operas. We know him from a lot of different things that he's done, movies. We know him from a lot of different things. And he was a model at first. And I always read his story and it stuck out to me because he said that he got discovered because he was modeling and someone saw a shaving ad in like a magazine. And they were like, who's that? And so even as a model, and that's what people don't understand. I was a model before. Modeling, yeah, it's a career, but it doesn't pay. Every model doesn't become rich. Every model doesn't become famous. Most models get into modeling because it's a steady paycheck. And while they're doing it, they can have their nose fixed, they can have their teeth fixed, and they're on their way to trying to get an acting role. Case in point, one of the models that started as a model that became a huge actress, Mila Jovovich. From The Fifth Element and Resident Evil, and and what's the other one? I love it. I forget the name of it. She was, Violet. It was something Ultraviolet. She played in that too, where it was like vampire. It was a vampire disease, and she was, trying to fight it, and this is that and the other. Ultraviolet. But like, even for modeling, most models are trying to get into acting money. It's more stable. It's more stable, and it's more long term.
So, like for me, it was kind of backwards because I never, like, until this year, I didn't take like modeling, like I didn't take me doing modeling like a thing. Like it wasn't a thing of mine. Like I would normally just, like, I was on Let's Be Real. shot that. The director and writer was a close friend of mine,
Right.
so she was like, "Yo, I definitely want you to be on the show. Like, I need you on here." So I did that, and then this year I was just like I just had people kept telling me, "Yo, you should be a model. Like, you
Yeah.
definitely have the face and the look to model. You should
Yeah.
model."
Yeah.
So I just started getting into that to like this year, and
Yeah.
it's going good. Like since I've been like actually on it, taking it serious, it's
Yeah.
been good for me, and I really can't.
But you see, even then, though, like it's all about connections. You know, your friend said, "Hey, I'm doing this. Come on over here, show your face, get on up, get on this." Like that, that's really how it happens. Like that's really how it happens. You need someone that's acquainted with your brilliance and your talent.
And people still hit me up and was like, "Was that you on Let's Be Real?" Like I swear I seen your face somewhere. Like yeah, that I was on there. But that's like when I was on there, I didn't like my beard wasn't this long or full. Like I was baby face for real. So
Yeah. Do you find that that's an issue with modeling because they, most the traditional modeling standards are baby face for black men? How do you get around it?
um, I like I'm just me. So it's either like my beard, like that's I know to model you're gonna have to be a little versatile. So one day for for uh, the check that's gonna look right for the right amount, I would shave my beard off, but I'm not just shaving my beard off for just like any like just anything or any role like because I work too hard for it. Like so, especially with me being trans, like my beard is like that's my baby. So I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get rid of it. And if I do get rid of it, I know it'll go back, but it gotta be for the right price. Like I
Yeah.
can't do anything.
I was waiting. I was waiting for you to say it. You're like, oh, for with me being trans. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
you know, I'm actually not. I'm a cross dresser, but like I love the community. They're all my community. I get the same attention. It's crazy, and I shouldn't because I'm a man, but I do. But I have a lot of respect for people that are trans because it's not easy to be that caterpillar and then become that butterfly. And because when you become that butterfly, everybody named Mama wants you. Everybody named Mother is bothering you. But no, like there are certain. But I was going to say with modeling, you probably do what more lifestyle modeling?
More so like I just had a trial audition in New York with Apex Studios.
Okay.
So they give you like 4 or 5 different outfit changes. And they basically see how you are, like how you are in front of the camera,
Yeah.
um, how your pictures come out, stuff like that. So the guy was like, "You're a natural. Like, I can definitely see you in a commercial modeling, catalog, editorial modeling, stuff like that." So I was just like, "Oh, all right," because I never sat down and had that conversation with somebody that'd be like, "Oh, what direction you want to take your modeling career?" And being as though it's so many different directions,
It
and
is. And honestly, I think it is so many different directions, but I think they gave you the right advice. They
yeah.
gave
And like runway, like that's cool. It would be dope for me to be on New York Fashion Week, walking the runway. But I'm like, ideally, all male models are 6 foot and up. Like they're
yeah.
not. I'm a shorty. I'm a short guy, 5'4". So like I know the chances of that is like slim to none. Like
But you know
so,
what? You know what? Let me stop you there. You know how you do it? You go off, you kick ass, and you become who you need to become. And
yeah,
then when you walk that runway, you're not walking as a model, you're walking as a personality yourself. So then
yeah,
you don't have to meet the criteria. That's what you do.
right,
Then
right.
it's you. They want you and
Cool.
not necessarily a hanger.
About the I normally have models that's tall.
Yeah,
Oh, we got some
it's you.
that's what we want, right? So
Yeah.
that's the direction I'm going for
Yeah.
with that.
So let me just I want to segue back to the job. Are you college educated?
I'm who?
Are you college educated?
Yes, I have
What
an associate degree in criminal justice.
criminal justice? I thought so. Okay. So look at you. You just want to deal with bad guys.
Um, my 9 to 5. I'm a correctional officer, so
hmm
I'm with the bad guys all day, every day.
But you know what's so funny? People don't understand. You got real life experience. You can do those roles. You can do
Yeah.
those roles. Like, yeah, you can do those roles. You actually know they don't have to bring in somebody to teach you the maneuvers. And yeah, like you know what's so crazy? People like I know you said your height, but I'm a shaman, so this is what I do. I see things for people, and then I say them. I share the perspective, but I see a lot of versatility in you, and I see a lot of things. Like I see, first of all, I see a lot happening for you in New York City. I can't tell you when, but I see a lot happening for you in New York City. I see that it will eventually lead to publication. Every model's dream is to be publicized. It will eventually lead to publication for you. So yeah, I see that happening for you, and it's so crazy because I don't see too many interferences with, oh, he's not the right height, or oh no, I don't see too much of that. I think the fact that you are trans is also going to help you, in that space, because then they won't they won't push you, they won't prod you. It's like, oh no, we want everything that he is. We want everything that he is. Leave his beard, leave that alone. We want that. So yeah, I see a lot. New York is the place. So keep working and keep on going to New York, because I see that. Not Atlanta yet, not LA yet. New York to start. So yeah, keep. I'm looking at New York. I'm looking at Times Square. I'm looking at different things. I'm looking at posters. I'm looking at advertisements. I'm looking at different things like that. So yeah, New
Sure.
York, start there. But I also see it's not just the modeling. That was the modeling. Now I'm looking at roles. I'm looking at appearances. I'm looking at things like that. It starts off. We know how it can start off. It usually starts off with a small part, and then it's like somebody sees you and they're like,
Yeah.
okay,
Like
that.
I don't mind playing the background and then working my way up. Like
Yeah,
I've done it. I mean, even with incorrections, like
yeah,
working my way from the bottom, and then I'm working my way up. Like
yeah,
I'm at my job. I'm in a comfortable position. I get paid okay money.
yeah,
And, like I can make my check look like what I want it to look like. I
yeah,
mean, with my career that I have.
yeah,
I Even if this don't work out, I know that at the end of the day, when I retire, I have a pension I'm going back to.
yeah,
A lot of
yeah.
people have that.
They don't
So
have.
right. So it's just like I definitely know the direction I want to go, and I'm definitely going to keep applying pressure.
Yeah. But
Um,
you know what? But what I
hungry.
like, what I like though, I like the way you're speaking, because you're speaking about art in a very practical way. I don't think too many of us, even me when I was younger, I don't think I spoke about art in a practical way, because you're being truthful with yourself and honest with yourself. You're like, listen, I got a good job over here, and I'll do, but I'm not going to do to mess up my pension or my this or my that. Because what people don't understand is you can get one role. It could be the role of your dreams. What's next? When the role ends, what's next?
It's
You
like that hit
know?
wonder. I mean, like you see a lot of them, and just in like music and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you got your shot, and you be like, damn, what happened to such and such? Like, where they go? Like, I don't know. Like,
You don't know, because literally it wasn't structured properly. And then, once you get that role, because see, you got a lot of people that they get roles, but they're not actors. They're not actors. They were what the company or the director was looking for at the time. Yeah.
and what they looking for changes all the time. Like,
Mm-hmm.
whatever's trendy at the moment, or you got the trendy look. I like that. Like right now, I believe like dreads is in. Like if you're a dreadhead, or like the Kodak Black Jones, like you in. Like that's the trend now. Everybody loves a dreadhead. I'm I'm against the norm. Like I'm wavy. I'm clean cut. Like I like to be clean. I don't like my hair start growing out and getting too puffy. I'll be like, bro, I look homeless. Like I look like it look like don't nobody love me. And then I clean up.
You said I look like don't nobody love me. Well, yeah, don't get the dreads. Stay with what you are. Because I see it in the future. It'll be what you are. It'll be what you are. Stay with, yeah, stick with what you doing. And my thing is, the reason why I said it, most people don't hear me say that, or they don't like to hear me say that. But the arts, there is really not a lot of money in the arts for a long, long time. You have to really grind for a long, long time before you can really see that type of money. And the thing is, you're not going to see that type of money if you keep hopping from boat to boat and everybody keeps taking a piece of you, a piece of you, and you're not going to get ahead doing it that way. Because then next thing you know, you own none of you. You own
Right.
none of you. My boyfriend today, he sent me a word. A word. It was actually a word. He sent me two words today, and they described me, and I didn't even know that. Black folk, we do things, and we don't even know what the correct terminology is. We play music by ear. We do all of these things, and then somebody comes along and says, "Oh, you're actually doing this." I'm like, "Oh, all right. Well, that's your fancy title, but I can do this in my sleep." So he
Right.
sent me a word today, and it was because Nipsey Hussle used it, the late great Nipsey Hussle, but it was called vertical integration. And it means the combination in one company or two or more stages of production normally operated by separate companies. So basically what that means is everything is done in-house. I do everything in-house. I do everything in-house. Music, merchandise, my hair, the video. I own everything.
Right.
Everything is done in house. And he put that word to me. He was like, baby, what you're doing is vertical integration, right? You do everything in house. And my thing is, when I came to the career, because that was the thing, listen, this voice has always been recognized. I remember going to Barbizon and then going to different castings and different things like that. They could hear it, and I read really well. So when I
Right.
had to read scripts and different things like that, I read really well and they would be interested. But I'm so glad that their interests never really leaned towards them trying to get me to sign anything. Because for me, I needed to get to the point that I am now. Like I said, I'll be 40 the end of this month. I needed, like, for me, people don't even understand. You know how we all have that crazy neurotic whatever we're about. Like I'm about owning me, because I remember what it was like to be young and have everybody want a piece of you behind the camera and on the camera. So so
Yeah.
it scared the shit out of me. Scared the shit out of me. I didn't want to be involved in that. And I saw that happen here and I saw that happen in Europe. So I just was like, no, 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 no. So for me, it was very hard and very damaging trying to figure out how to back out but still get my career, back out but still maintain my integrity, back out but still maintain my virtue. It was crazy, but I'm one of the ones that was able to do it. I was able to do it. And I'm so glad that it went that way. But I don't want everyone to think that my way is the only way you can go. The one thing about entertainment and art is you can come to it any different way. No one comes to art. Go ahead.
Especially with social media.
Especially with social media.
Like, social media is definitely the first outlet people look to get put on or try to get their brand or just them out there, like, to be seen or noticed.
Yep.
So
Years ago, we didn't have it.
Instagram and TikTok is like just the most way to really put yourself out there. Instagram, you can be more on a serious note. TikTok is just like just for you to play with your personality, see like what works for you. So I try to do a little bit of both. Like,
What was crazy is I blew up. I went viral 7 years ago on Instagram, and someone helped me. He was already viral, and he was a friend of mine, and he liked my content at that time, and he shared a video. And one viral video has kept me in the public eye for 7 years. One viral video, just
right.
one, and it was 15 seconds.
All it takes is one. All it takes is that one shot, and it can change your life.
It can.
And people don't even realize, like, when they share your content, it only takes one person to see you that needs to see you. Like, if you know you got a big following, like Marquise. If anybody who Marquise Vilsalana is, trans man, actor. He just did a League of Our Own on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
He shares my stuff all the time. Another trans just supporting. He was like, bro, you never know who's watching. Like, I never know who's watching my page. So I'm definitely gonna look out. Like, you're dope. I fucks with you. So I'm definitely gonna support you and try to get you on. Like, I looked up to Marquise for forever. So it was just like, it'd be dope. Like, it's just it's just hella vibes. Like, damn, like he see me, so I'm pretty sure somebody else gonna see me and feel like, oh, I can do something with him. Like, we can take that to the next level. He got potential.
And you know what's so crazy? The people that need to see you actually do see you. They're just waiting to see how long you'll last. They're waiting to see if you're going to keep going.
Keep going, right?
So that's what you do. You keep going because they want to see, well, are you going to be around next year? Because don't nobody want to invest in something that's going to be here today and gone tomorrow.
Right.
So then they'll take and they want to see. Queen of Shea been around 7 years and she's fully self-contained and sustained now. She don't need to do nothing. So all they can do with me is offer the right amount for me to collab. And they know that because I'm very vocal about that. I'm very vocal about that because I'm at a stage in my life and in the game where I can write my own ticket. And my ticket right now is written for Europe because I don't have ties to America like a lot of my counterparts, brothers and sisters do. I will be somewhere in Frankfurt, Germany if I have to be. If they're gonna pay me and I get to do what I do and I'm there to entertain them and not to give them everything that I've created on an ownership level, child, I'll be in Frankfurt, Germany. I'll be in Norway. I will go like that. That's the thing about me. But the thing is, because I'm a man, like Wendy Williams says, I'm a man of a particular age. So I know what I want. I know what I want. And I know my value. And a lot of people, once you realize your value, you can kind of, hate to say it, but you can kind of make your demands. You can kind of be like, look, this is what I want. This is what I'm not even looking at Hollywood. I haven't been looking at Hollywood for many years. Now, mind you, I've interviewed people and I've talked to people that are in Hollywood. But my thing is, it's not, oh, I'm going to Hollywood. What they should be paying attention to is, look at this bitch sitting in her room talking to these Hollywood people. How she do that? How she do that? How she do that? How she ain't out there? How she, because there's still a lot of people that don't know who I am, and I'm okay with that. Because, baby, one day when you find out who I am, you're not gonna believe I exist. I'm gonna be so far on the other side of money, you're gonna think I'm a vapor. You're not gonna believe. Oh, that's the drink. That person ain't real. They're not gonna believe I was from Philly. They're not gonna believe it. They're gonna be like, what? They're gonna argue people down. You don't know them. They're going, my own family. They're gonna be like, you don't know them. No. You don't know him. You don't know him. He got that French name. No, no, you don't know him. But like, I'm so like thankful that we're having this kind of conversation because you're doing what you have to do. But like, I love it because then I'm able to just kind of say to you, like, I see success coming your way, but just make sure you're doing ownership. Just make sure you're doing, because like you said, them little checks, like you said, trending. I'm not what's trending. I've never been what's trending. And that's why I have a career to this day, is because I'm not what's trending. I'm so far over here that they don't even know what to do with me. They like, bitch, and I have so many talents.
I'm in the class all by myself. Like.
Yes. And it wasn't easy to do. There was a lot of hardship with that. It was a lot of pain. My grandmother was my benefactor. So, she worked 40 years as a teacher down in North Philly and then gave me her pension, her whole pension, Isn't that's love? Like, that's love. Like, and we didn't always see eye to eye, but at the end of the day, that's my best girl.
She probably believed in you when you probably didn't even believe in yourself. Like,
she did.
Probably thought you could do it, but she probably like, I knew you could do it. I knew she could do it.
And people hate when I talk like this, but you need money. You need money. Yeah. Do I need to say it again? You need money.
It'd be crazy because I have so many people like DMing me, hit me up. I be in my underwear all the time.
Yes.
So it'd be like I'm gonna say the thirst messages or what's up. Like, I'm like, you want to get my attention? Show me money. Like, what's my cash?
Yeah.
You didn't said the same thing 75 other people just said to me. Like, at this point, I'm just over it. I'm really over. Thank you. Like, but it's just like, y'all want exclusivity. Y'all want like, oh, send me nudes. Yeah. Are you gonna pay for my nudes? Like, Like, I'm not just
Don't send them nudes.
like
Don't send them nudes. Don't send them nudes.
for all that. You could just if I want to make an OnlyFans, I'll decide to make an OnlyFans out here. Like, but just hit me up extra to send me nudes. Like that is like a burnout. Like,
You know what's so crazy? I've graduated from that because they know better now. They know the Queen of Shade is still the Queen of Shade, whether she like to help people or not. So I've graduated past that. Now I have the people asking me for money. Yeah, that's what I get. I
people
get,
ask,
oh, can you help me out? I just need a little this, and I immediately block. I immediately block. I'm like, sweetheart. Like I said to the guy the other day, some guy said to me, oh, and I mean, like, first of all, he catfished another guy. He catfished, this guy is like a big time person in the military. So he stole this man's pictures, created his page, and was asking people for money. So he's like, I'm on the base right now, and I can't get access to the bank. Can you send me some money? So I put him on hold for a second. I went and found the actual person and wrote them and was like, yo, screenshot. This person is asking for for money in your name. And I'm like, I know this, but I just think I get this a lot, but I just think you should know about this. And the person, and it was so funny because I forged a relationship with that person that fast. Because he was like, thank you so much. He was like, he said, I get sick and tired of people yelling at me because they done sent somebody $300 to $500 and it was supposed to be me and they didn't get what they were supposed to get. You know?
They paying me for it. They think they paying me for a service and I ain't even.
Right. So, but then get this. Then by way of that, he goes to my page, and because I told him, I said, well, I'm following your real page now. You're an amazing man. I'm following you. Thank you for your service. He's like, well, I'm gonna follow you the hell back. Then he follows me and he writes me and he's like, yo, you are amazing. So I made a connection. It was so funny because he made videos about it, but I made a connection telling him that somebody else was catfishing, and now I have a connection and I'll probably interview him. Right. That's what happens for me. Like that, it happens for me. But that's the thing about me. I'm not willing to give up the control that I have over my career. Right. Yeah.
You got control, you make your own schedules. It's better than that. Like if days I'll be going to work, I'll be like, I like going in.
Yeah, because everybody feels that way. When you're trying to get to $1, like, because even in entertainment ain't listen, what good is it if you make $500,000 a year and your bills are $600,000?
You still $100,000.
Yeah, you just as broke as somebody making $2 an hour.
Right.
So it don't matter, and that's what people don't understand. They see, oh, I want all this money. I want all this money. No, baby. Who said it? The more money you had, the more problems. Who was that? Was that Biggie? Was that Puff?
What they say?
The more money you have, the more problems you have.
Oh, more money, more problems. I think that's Pop.
Okay. All right. Because I'm like, but it's true. It's true. Like, people don't understand. The more money you have, the higher your bills are. Because now you got to pay for all of this other stuff. And you got to do this, that, and the other. And I'm just not the type to, like, I'm very frugal with my money anyway. I'm very frugal.
This little girl is wearing me out.
Oh, it's a little girl right there.
Yeah, she's crying. Like,
don't show her. I was like, don't show her. Yeah, she probably, poor baby. No, kids, that's another thing. I helped raise kids in my family. I don't want no more kids. But my boyfriend keeps talking about kids. I don't want no kids. I don't want no kids.
I do want one. I want one.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like, but I do have a goddaughter right now.
Yeah.
I love her.
Oh, I got one. It's my nephew, and he's 21 years old. So he out working right now. He working hard.
grown, baby.
Yes, he grown. So anything I give him is just an add-on to what he already doing. That's the kind of kid I want.
Baby, she just turned 2 earlier.
Aww.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing that people don't understand. Entertainment is a job, just like everything else. You're doing this job because you're talented and good at it, but it really is just so you can enhance your life, take care of your goddaughter, take care of you. These careers are not all glamorous. They're so you can cut that check.
Right. Definitely got to check, man.
Yeah, like absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I got my manager. I got to take care of. I got.
I was getting ready to say, yeah, you have management too. So kudos to you for that. Because I used to always say to my mentees, you don't need a manager until you have something to manage. I
I
used to always say
like,
that.
especially with my work schedule, I definitely need a
You
manager.
need it.
I,
Yeah, you need it.
so
Yeah.
I'm just thankful. I'm thankful for her. She's definitely coming through for me. So
What about music? Do you do music?
I'm not into music. Like
Okay.
my best friend, one of my best friends, he had moved to Vegas a couple years ago. He started like getting into music, like rapping and stuff. And he sent me something. He was like, rap on this for me. Like, just, I know you don't rap, but just say something. Just rap on it for me. Like, I know you can write something and rap. Like, cause I'm good at writing. Like,
Right.
I was good at writing since I was in high school.
Yeah.
So he was like, write something. Like, just write something. I know you can. I know you can do it, bro. I'm like, bro, I don't rap. Like, I'm not a rapper, bro. So
Try it though. Listen, how many careers have we seen when they weren't really rappers? I'm not gonna call nobody name, okay? When they weren't really rappers, but they made a whole lot of money with them rap.
like, little baby, I was just watching little baby documentary, and
Uh-huh.
little baby didn't want to rap. Like,
Uh-huh.
they just wound up forcing him to wind up rapping. He wound up taking it serious, and then shit
Yeah.
took off. But um,
It's the crazy thing about entertainment because literally that's how it happens. You got a lot of singers that didn't want to sing. You got a lot of singers that didn't want to sing. They didn't want to sing. They want to be actresses. You got a lot of models. I know there are several models to me that became supermodels that what they wanted to act. They didn't want to walk down ramps all day and clothes, and they didn't want to do that. Like, but that's what people don't understand about this business. Like in entertainment, modeling, music, and acting, they're all the same thing. I learned that early. They're all the same thing because they all lead to the same road.
definitely get that. I definitely get that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think about it for you. I think about it.
Just write them
Right,
something. Write them
right.
something.
Might pop
And
out with a track
then
now and then.
yeah,
Yeah.
because voice is nice. So I'm a voice. I'm the voice girl. So voices, well, your voice is nice. You can do audio books. You can do voiceover. You can do a lot of stuff.
Oh, I think about it. Definitely take
Listen, listen. If
it.
the check is right, you'll do it.
Yeah. You want me to rap, son? I got you. Like,
If the
definitely
check
rap.
is right, you'll do it.
Yeah,
It's like it was so crazy too because I used to just be. I wanted fashion. Fashion is where I belong. Fashion is my home, and seeing it in Paris up front and up close and personal, meeting designers and talking to them, and meeting Andre Leon Talley backstage, and that was my world. Like even with my clothes, people are like, "Oh my God, you put this together, and you put that together." I've always been fashion, but I could sing, and
right.
I had a fashion editor of Essence magazine at that time. Her name was Ionia Dunley. I met her in 2005 and during Paris Fashion Week in like October. But she's the one that said to me, "You've got to use every talent that you possess to arise a respected opinion in this business." That was what she taught me. So then I realized use everything, everything, every talent you have, use it, use it, use it. So, Mister, I thank you for sitting down and talking to me.
Sure. Anytime.
Is this your day off?
Yes, it's actually my first day off. I'm off today and tomorrow. Um, so I'm more than likely gonna be taking pictures and stuff tomorrow and shooting content,
Yeah.
doing TikToks and all that crazy stuff tomorrow. Um,
Well, enjoy your days off. I definitely thank you for sitting down with me. This was really good. The vibe was good. Because, see, Philly people know how to talk to Philly people.
yeah. Like we definitely evolved. Like you already know.
Yeah, Philly people know how to talk to Philly people.
Like we evolved, bro. Like
Yeah.
definitely
But
different.
you know why? Because you're a vibe. You're a vibe.
Like I be trying to.
But it is. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're a vibe. I'm able to match energies, but you're a vibe. You're real laid back. You're real cool. So that's what it is.
but I also turn up too. Like so, that's where that party side come out of
Yeah.
me at. Like when I'm out partying, like we definitely gonna have a good time. We turning up. Like, oh, you driving a boat? I'm making sure you boat. Like, So
I don't party. You know
don't
what my
party.
party? No, you know what I want to do? My party is laying on the front deck of my chateau in the countryside of France. Top of some, oh, look what the little people are doing in America. That's gonna be my turn up. They say, bring me another virgin strawberry daiquiri, please. Make it
I,
fast. That's my turn up. No, but we'll get there. Give me 3 words that inspire and empower you.
3 words that inspire and empower me would
Yeah.
be um, love, money, of course, will
Yes.
inspire and holds a lot of power.
Yes.
Love, money, and I would have to say it would be just like living your truth, like living for
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
and that like when you doing what you want to do and doing what makes you happy, and not thinking about anybody else or their opinions, like that empowers me. That motivates me. Like yeah,
Yeah.
not worry about nobody else. She just doing her. Like I
Yeah.
can do the same thing. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
because it be so much negativity. Like even you already know just what you being trans or
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
get the haters gonna come. Like the
Yeah.
haters is gonna come. That's
Yeah.
just like the views, the haters come. So
Yep. Yep.
like and that motivates me and pushes me even more. Like just because you said I can't, I'm gonna go and do it and show you
Yeah.
that.
That's me too. That's
So,
me. That's me too. But you know what? That's the Philly in us. I knew you was gonna say money because that's Philly.
yeah, I mean, money
Hey,
is
like,
everything.
what it look like?
Oh, my bills due next week. I gotta get off my ass and go make some money. Like money
Right.
that motivates you. Like so. That's
So tell everybody where they can find you online, all your social media handles.
on IG. You could definitely check me out. Kingsin underscore AO KINGSIN underscore AO like Alpha Omega.
Yeah.
Um, TikTok Kingsin 215. The same thing KINGSIN 215. I am on Twitter. My Twitter is a little bit professional. I know y'all be going crazy with the Twitter, but KINGSIN underscore underscore 2 underscores. Some people be saying they can't find me. I don't know why. I don't know if they got me shadow banned, but
Uh,
I'm on there. So definitely try to find me. But I
don't
be on
worry. Don't
IG,
worry.
TikTok, and Facebook and stuff. SincereDiandre on Facebook. So I'm
Thank
around.
you so
I'm around.
much.
I'll definitely be in the city near y'all soon. You feel me? I'll be traveling.
Thank you so much. I truly have enjoyed this conversation. You
Yo,
you were great.
definitely gotta do it again.
Yeah, you were great. You were great. But you know what? This is good because when you do something and it's entertainment based and you take and turn around and have to be asked questions about it, you run to the mic. Don't run away from the mic. Let them hear you. When they're like, oh, we need somebody to give reflections or talk or interview, you run to the mic. Run to the mic.
I do not have an OnlyFans right now, y'all.
You better not. You an actor.
I don't know. I've been thinking about it. It seemed like a lucrative business. It seemed
It
like a lucrative business. I can make some money.
is a lucrative business, but
So,
and it can be done the right way. I do know, but get this. And see, I love this because we're talking money. You gotta really be on that too. Like you gotta work it like it's a business. Like you
right,
can't be
right,
like you can't put up there 5 pictures and then be like, follow me. Like you
yeah,
gotta
right.
it becomes
But
your job.
it's crazy because I think my IG done built up so much suspense, or like
Yeah.
I want to know what's next.
You know what's next? Check me out in a movie. That's what's next for you.
Right. So it's just,
Check me out.
I just want to see more. So it's like you got OnlyFans, you got OnlyFans. So I'm
No.
that,
Tell them they can see you in your underwear on a Netflix series.
yeah, definitely, definitely.
Right. So don't go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, you have heard the vocal stylings of entertainer, model, actor, soon to be musician, SincereDiandre. Say goodbye, but don't hang up.
All right, bye, y'all. Nice meeting y'all. Nice talking to y'all. Thank y'all for getting to know me. And hopefully, y'all check out my social media and we bust it up soon.
So, did you enjoy? I hope you did. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, and don't forget to cash at me at the Queen of Shade. I am your favorite content creator, right? Right. You want to see more of this content, right? Right. Cash at me. I love you. Mwah.
I've got my black stilettos on. Don't you make me take them off. I'm assuming first position. Gonna show you I'm a boss. I've been given 60 seconds just to put my thing down. I'll have you wanting my stilettos by the time I turn around. Turn that TV down.